Hey guys, welcome back. So we are out here, we're doing our late harvest. It's beginning of October, it's about 63 degrees outside, it's overcast, pretty cloudy. The leaves are all changing, the summer's gone, fall is now here. So we are out here finishing off our harvest, picking the last of the tomatoes. We still have a lot of green stuff left, so we'll see how we're going to deal with that when the time comes. Frost hasn't quite hit us yet, but I know it's imminent. It's coming in the next I think probably next week to 2 weeks. So we're going to try to get everything we can out. We're going to harvest our pumpkins, our squashes. We got a lot of tomatoes and peppers. We'll see how the onions did. So we got everything going pretty late in the season on the side of the house. So we're harvesting all of that. So I've got the boys out here with me. We got everything set up, so let's get started. Alright, so these did not turn out the way I anticipated. I think I planted the onions a little bit later in the season than I should have. They did not bulk up. The bulbs are still pretty small. In some cases, they are smaller than they started with. But they produced a lot of the green onion on top, so I think I'll utilize these just as they are. So I'll leave them in the ground here for now and then try to use them as I need to with recipes until it's the end of the season. We did finally get some jalapenos out of those late planting of jalapenos, and we've continued to get the banana peppers. While we're here, I thought I'd point out how well the chive border started to fill in. Over here it was pretty thin when I planted it, and you can see it's filled in quite nicely. We didn't get our second blooming of flowers like we had hoped, but next year. Alright guys, so we're up front now harvesting what we have left. The blueberries are starting to turn. We're actually getting them this time. So Griffin's been eating them just a little bit here and there. That will eventually come inside for winter. So I'm not worried about picking them all right now. I'll put them under grow light and we'll get them as they come. Scotch bonnets, we still have a bunch of those to pick. Red peppers, harvest all the carrots, the potatoes. The tomatoes up front in Griffin's garden didn't do as well as I thought they would. I thought I took care of the blossom rot, but apparently it did not take. So all the tomatoes that have been turning there have all got blossom rot, so they've become useless. The rosemary we'll bring in, and then we have the rest of the onions and beets. And then the rest of the stuff hasn't come full out. The squash is still coming in, it's still growing, so we're going to try to push that right to the edge. And then we also, I think, have one pickled cucumber at the pickle bush that we planted. So we'll get that out of there, and hopefully we'll get something else before the end. We still have a lot of work up here, and the rest of the squash and the pumpkins to harvest. So let's get going up front. As you can see, they don't last very long. Alright, so Griffin's been out with me the whole time. We got it all done. Everything's harvested. We're soaked, but your hair's wet too. And I'll show you everything we got. Alright, we're going to start off with our root vegetables. This is what we got for carrots. Bunching onions, Walla Walla onions. They didn't grow as big as they're supposed to. I'm going to say all of this has a little bit to do with either the soil, how much vermiculite I put into it, or the fact that I planted everything pretty late. We got beets, potatoes. We got a variety of sizes, nothing too huge, but everything will clean up nice and we'll roast them all up. Then we move on to the one and only eggplant that we got that looks like a tennis ball. We've got what's left of our jalapenos and banana peppers, a couple cucumbers. The yellow one, I've got a couple yellow ones I harvested and let go overripe, so I make some sweet pickles. I have a recipe for that. That would be an upcoming video. I'll show you how to do that. This is the rest of our California Wonder Peppers. We've picked a few of these so far this year. They're pretty good. Once they turn red, they get really sweet. We got the rest of our Scotch bonnets. We're going to make a nice vinegar hot sauce with that. And we've already made a mango habanero, or excuse me, a mango Scotch bonnet one, a Jamaican one, or a Caribbean one that we are going to show you a video on that. The rest of our tomatoes. We've got our Acorn Squashes. We've got about 9 here in variety of sizes, but we did already harvest about 3 of them. We've got about 6 of our butternut squashes. I had a few go bad, but this is what we got left. 4 birdhouse gourds, 2 apple gourds, all of these mini pumpkins. Now all of these small pumpkins all grew together in one patch off of one set of vines. I do not remember what I planted out there exactly. They could either be jack-o'-lantern or they could be pumpkin pie pumpkins. So I guess we're going to find out when I start cutting into them. And then our last ones. These are all the pumpkins that Griffin picked out, and these are the ones he wanted to grow. Now, we didn't cut them off the vine and go to single pumpkins, so they're not quite 200 pounds. They're probably about half the size that they could have been. But we got 3, and we still have 1 more left on the vine that isn't quite ready. That one's not going to be too big, but we'll give it about a week or so. Maybe by first frost, it'll be ready to harvest. And that is everything. I say it's a pretty good haul so far. And like I said before, we still have our blueberries that still have some left on it, and some of our herbs are all going to be coming in for the winter. I'm going to try to do an overwintering of the Scotch bonnet so we can try to grow those again next year. Many people use pepper plants as an annual. They grow them, they let them die off, and then they get rid of them. We did that with some of our jalapenos, so I can't say I'm not one of those people. But with the Scotch bonnets, because it's such a unique pepper, I'm going to try it and overwinter it. So what we'll be doing is cutting it back and then bringing it inside, putting it under some grow lights. So we're going to be cleaning a lot of this stuff up, pulling it all in, and we'll see how everything turns out, what we're going to overwinter. We're going to try the jasmine inside, the rosemary, and we'll see how the squashes do. If it starts getting too cold, I'll pull them inside, put them under some grow lights, and let them finish ripening inside. We do have some delicata squashes that aren't quite done yet. They still need a little bit of time to start to ripen all the way out, probably about 5 or 6 of them. But I believe those will probably be ready in the near future. If not, they are about the right size that they're supposed to be, so I'll just pull them and let them ripen inside if necessary. But that's going to be it for today, guys. So it's raining, everybody's wet, so we're going to start heading in. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.